Master. There are some who do not care to know the splendors of God. What do I care about knowing how many gallons of wine there are in the tavern? One bottle is enough for me. Why should I desire the knowledge of God's splendors? I am intoxicated with the little wine I have swallowed. Both Bhakti Yoga and Gnana Yoga are paths by which you can realize God. Whatever path you may follow, you will certainly realize Him. The path of bhakti is an easy one. The path of knowledge and discrimination is very difficult. Why should one reason so much to know which path is the best? I talked about this with Vijay for many days. Once I told him about a man who used to pray, "O God, reveal to me who and what you are." The path of knowledge and discrimination is difficult indeed. Parvati, the Divine Mother, revealed her various forms to her father and said, "Father, if you want Brahmagyana, then live in the company of holy men." Brahman cannot be described in words. It is said in the Rama Gita that Brahman has only been indirectly hinted at by the scriptures. When one speaks about the cowherd village on the Ganges, one indirectly states that the village is situated on the bank of the Ganges. Why shouldn't a man be able to realize the formless Brahman? But it is extremely difficult. He cannot, if he has even the slightest trace of worldliness. He can be directly aware of Brahman in his inmost consciousness only when he renounces all sense objects, form, taste, smell, touch, and sound, and only when his mind completely stops functioning. And then too, he knows only this much of Brahman, that it exists. Quoting from an Upanishad, the Pandit said, "It is to be experienced only as existence." Master. In order to realize God, a devotee should make use of a particular attitude. The attitude of a hero, or a friend, or a handmaid, or a child. Moni Molik. Only then can one feel attached to God. Master. For many days, I cherished the feeling that I was a companion of the Divine Mother. I used to say, "I am the handmaid of the Brahmamoyi, the blissful Mother." O companions of the Divine Mother, make me the Mother's handmaid. I shall go about proudly saying, "I am Brahmamoyi's handmaid." Some souls realize God without practicing any spiritual discipline. They are called Nitya Siddha, eternally perfect. Those who have realized God through austerity, japa, and the like are called Sadhana Siddha, perfect through spiritual discipline. Again, there are those called Kripa Siddha, perfect through divine grace. These last may be compared to a room kept dark 1,000 years, which becomes light the moment a lamp is brought in. There is also a class of devotees, the Hatata Siddha. That is to say, those who have suddenly attained God vision. Their case is like that of a poor boy who has suddenly found favor with a rich man. The rich man marries his daughter to the boy and along with her gives him land, house, carriage, servants, and so forth. There is still another class of devotees, the Swapna Siddha, who have had the vision of God in a dream. Surendro, smiling. Let us go to sleep then. We shall wake and find ourselves babus, aristocrats. Master, tenderly. You are already a babu. When the letter A is joined to the letter K becomes Ka. It is futile to add another A. If you add it, you will still have the same Ka. All laugh.